Welcome to the Your Energy First podcast, where we help you explore and better understand your intuition and spiritual gifts so that you can apply them to your day-to-day for your most purposeful and abundant life. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I've got Barb with me again today. How's it
going good.
All right, today we are going to cover the key three. The key three.
Okay, I can't wait to hear what they are.
How to do impeccable energy work for yourself.
Okay.
So I had you read through my book, Your Energy First, How to Be Your Own Transformational Healer. And I asked you to please be my BS detector. Meaning, is there anything in there that feels off? Was I feeling ornery when I wrote something one day or overly passionate about something? A few times, I think that happened.
Maybe overly passionate.
Yes.
Yeah.
We cut out 12,000 words in one day, in one 6-hour session, editing some stuff out. And one of the things that you said to me, because there's activities at the end of all the chapters, except for part 1 explains your energy system. And then we get into the activities. And you go, Emily, do you have to keep saying for the highest and best of all involved?
Right.
And the inner light framework. And what did I say?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's important. It is important.
It's like, listen to me. No. But why is it important? It's important because that is how you learn and grow safely.
Yes.
It's how you do energy work and learn and make mistakes without getting hurt or burned.
Right.
So Kate was on the podcast asking some awesome questions, and she had shared how she had asked her guides for some feedback during a session where she was holding energetic space for someone. And the guides had said that she had been a little bit sloppy. And I said, that's happened to me before too as a practitioner, where I think that's just part of the game, not the game, but part of the process you go through and you kind of learn. And she goes, then I was worried about what the guides would say or that the client was taken care of. And I said, oh my gosh, same. And she goes, but they were because I was holding energetic space and because of my intention. And so this is part of it. Our guides, our team, our higher self, it's built into, they're joking, it's like a clause built into our human experience that we're going to make mistakes, that we're going to not show up perfectly. And so when you have this 3-keyed framework, this is how you know that no matter what, as you learn, as you evolve, as you say, you know what, I don't want anything weird to come in.
No.
That's how you ensure that it happens that way, or that your client's going to be taken care of, or the person you're supporting is going to be taken care of, even if you're maybe tired or in a bad mood or, you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I would say I don't know what's going to come through 80% of the time in sessions. So the guides are walking me ahead of the client, minutes before they're showing me, guiding me. But the reason that they have to do that is because the client has free will. So it's based on, well, what's the client going to say? How are they going to react to this? Then we need to guide them over here. Then we need to guide them over there. Okay, so the 3 keys are, number 1, what are you connecting to? So oftentimes I see people, and I want to say too, a big asterisk is this is my opinion based on over 16 years of energy work. And I've clocked over 20,000 hours. It's actually been far more than 20,000 hours.
Wow.
I know. The guides had me do some back of the napkin math. It's much higher than that, but I was like, we were all collectively like, let's stick with a more conservative number. So this is based on my experience, and this does not mean what anyone else is doing wrong. If we look at how to cook scrambled eggs, I feel like I continued to learn throughout my lifetime tips on how to make even better scrambled eggs.
I'm going to agree with that.
So that's what we're looking at here is this is my opinion based on my experience. And because I give contrasting examples does not mean those are wrong. It's just, again, based on my experience. So what you're connecting to first, because if there's 2 ways to do energy work, you either do energy work with yourself or by connecting directly with an ancestor, or connecting directly with cousin Bob who's crossed over, or spirit guide Larry, or spirit guide Hyacinth, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Jesus, pick your thing,
Mm-hmm.
or yourself. You know, this is why people get so drained doing things like mediumship or doing energy work. They think they're doing something like Reiki, but they're drained afterwards. You should never feel drained.
Interesting.
Have you ever felt drained after doing energy work?
I wouldn't say drained, just kind of like, wow, I feel, drained's not the right word. Tired, maybe a
Like
little
you've
bit.
had a good workout.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. We talk about that a lot here.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel like, oh, I just ran a marathon, but I feel really good.
Yes.
So anytime your physical body starts to have a negative response or become ill because of energy work, you want to readdress, what am I connecting to? Now, a lot of people get nervous about this because they don't, it's uncertain. They're unsure. How do I know this is going to work? Will I have the same abilities? That's another big concern people have. Will I be as good at what I do if I'm connected to source? So this is
really,
oh yeah. So
wow.
this is what's really interesting. I always say too, this path for me has been an entire journey of my ego. Because my ego shows up and wants to do a good job, wants to perform, wants to be good, wants to make sure, well, someone's paying me good money, therefore I must have this all planned out and be perfect about this. And when you're in the spiritual flow, you can't have everything planned out.
No.
You've seen that with me at the retreats too. So that part is really just this, oh, I have to. So when you connect to your higher power, it's like, oh, I got to let go. And what's happening is you're creating with source.
Yes. That's a nice place to be.
It is.
Yeah.
But you're not out of your power.
No.
So channeling is another example. And channeling, there's so many different ways to channel. The term repulses me. I'm also a projector in human design, and part of our job is to help kind of reshape the way things have been done. And so when we look at how channeling has been done, and I'm not saying any channeling is right or wrong, we never want to be out of control.
No.
That's not about it. And source can be the creator through you, but you still have choice.
Yes.
And that part is so important. So important. So what are you connecting to? So when you go to your connection to your higher energy, a higher power, greater power that includes your team, your guides, your higher self, and all of that, you're now in this space that you are not doing it alone. And bonus, you are going to be receiving incredible healing energy work while you're helping others.
Oh.
So someone else said to me, she goes, oh my gosh, Emily, I just looked at this photo of me from 5 years ago. Energy work is such a glow up.
Oh, interesting.
And this is something I want to tell people. Or the other thing is, as clients learn how to truly hold energetic space for an extended energy space, not just holding space. So you can hold space for someone by listening, by observing them, but then there's holding energetic space where you're holding universal healing energy for them and for the collective experience. And so I've had clients where we've been in like in-person group sessions, and we've been practicing together for quite some time. And this one gal comes out of the bathroom, and her eyes were big, and she was in her 50s. She goes, you guys, I look so different. She goes, I see a difference. I was like, and I'm sitting there like, yes, because I will do anything to get people to do energy work. And I'm like,
right. You will.
It reverse ages you. I swear. So what you're connecting to first. So you connect to source, and then you connect to an ancestor, and then you connect to your guides or team, and then you connect with whomever.
Right.
But source is going to keep everything buckled up tight and expansive.
It's like
clean.
putting your seatbelt on.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's the first one. Then you want to get into your own flow state first. So for me, I will set the intention I'm via my inner light, connected to the greater power. And then I ask for supportive energy to be run for me.
Mm-hmm.
I basically put gas in my own tank.
Right.
Now, if somebody listens to this podcast 20 years from now, they're going to be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Gas and tanks.
Gas in your own tank.
Everything's electric. I don't know. I don't know if we're still going to charge phones and stuff then. But anyway.
That's the part I sometimes forget to do. It's connecting to your light, connecting to source, highest good of everyone involved. You've scared me into that one.
Why did I scare you?
No. I say that tongue in cheek. I don't mean that. You're just constantly reminding me. And that's good. That's a good thing.
Have you ever done something without saying that?
Oh, of course I have. Because then you asked me, was this for the highest of everyone involved? Oops, I forgot that part. So I do sometimes forget to do the running energy for yourself. And I'm finding out that that's really important.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Why is that important? What have you found?
Well, it just kind of fills your energetic tank, as I think you just said it. It's like putting gas in the tank. And the other thing that is a little bit off the track, but not really, when I was helping you with your book the last time, I was really intrigued by clearing your energy field. That's kind of, I think that's just as important too, because we have so much negative coming in all the time.
Right.
Oh my gosh, right?
Right.
So anyway, I didn't mean to get off track. But
no, you didn't. No, don't worry. This community is tangent positive.
Okay, good.
And to that point too, one of the key aspects to this framework is this does keep your energy clear, concise, and lets you know what's real and what isn't.
Yeah.
And with so much changing in our world so rapidly with AI, it's going to be more important than ever that we understand, do I need to know what this is?
Right.
Or do I need to know if this is true or not? That's step one.
Yeah. We don't need to know everything.
We really
have
don't.
access to everything.
I know.
It's
wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. We'll get into that in another podcast. Okay, so getting into your own flow state first and asking that to clear ground, align with you. And then the third one is, what is your intention? It's so funny because, intention is magic. Magic is putting energy into motion. An intention is your mind writing music. It's your mind saying, hey, energy, you're literally manipulating energy and saying, this is where I want it to go. And that's why at the end of it, for the highest good, for the highest and best of all involved, is so critical.
Yes.
Can someone come up with a shorter version of that? Like, what's going to be our code word?
The highest and best of all involved.
That's just, I can't think of an acronym.
For the good of all.
The good of all. That's good. That's great. Thank you. That part is so important because that part raises the vibration of your intention.
Yes.
And source says, oh, you just opened yourself up. The guides are saying infinitely now to what really is possible to come through.
Yeah.
And when you have set an intention with that, has anything ever gone awry?
No, I don't think so. And I think too, what it makes me think of is when you set an intention, say it's just for yourself, you think it's for yourself.
True.
But it has to affect other people.
Right.
If it affects you, it's going to affect other people.
Right.
So, it's very important.
Yeah, it's the key. And it's interesting too, because people will tell me they think, this is not everybody, but I see a lot of people, clients sometimes, stretching for more. Okay, I want more, I want more, I want more. If you just focus on these foundational pieces in your day-to-day and apply it to whatever it is you do, it's going to give you everything you need. The Inner Light framework is a complimentary audio that I have for anyone who wants it. It is in my bio. It is in my profile. I think I need to link it to my website. It should be there. If it's not, I'll put it there. It's going to be in the show notes. I updated it recently, and this is the framework for everything I do. Psychic work, energy work, spirit guide communication, welcome, learning from clients, new spirit team members, communicating with their higher self, past life regression, future life conversations, inner child work, mediumship, animal communication.
Ah, the animals.
I know. All of it. This is the key foundational piece for all of it that will help guide you in the most spectacular way.
It's like wearing a seatbelt and a helmet.
And knee pads. And elbow pads.
Right.
It just means you get to glide further and faster.
Yeah.
Thank you all for bringing exactly who you are into this world. For more ways to work with me, you can find it in the show notes. Until next time.
Thank you, Emily.
Bye.
Bye.